Grand Rising. What God has for you will work out for you. Always. Always. It's a very deep chat today. Over the past few years, I've been through experiences before where, the situation or the dream, it seemed like it was dead on arrival. All right. There was no movement. There was no evidence in the 3D reality. But every single time, and I know a lot of people in the current energies, this is going across the board, whether I see it here on Facebook, a lot of people that are walking the walk, they're on this journey, they're struggling. And if you're losing faith at this time, this truthfully is the message for you to really focus on, because I'm going to share from my life, because even myself, in the intensities of the energy right now, and to go so long, it comes from a different place when it's certain things that you don't have any background experience on. Maybe you've never experienced it before. All right, so it gets very difficult. You lose faith when you're struggling through these times, and I could reflect on the past. And every single time that I was in a situation that it looked like it wasn't so great, if it's what God has for you, it shows up always, always. And I talked a little bit about that in my video, Let Go and Let God Manifest It For You. It really is truthful. The situation could look dead. In your body, one of the ways that you could actually tell is there's a calmness. A couple years ago, 2.5 years ago, I went through a situation. It didn't look so great, and even though it looked like a very rough situation, a very dark time, I had an inner calm, and I just knew intuitively that everything will be all right. One of the things that make us struggle at this time is because we are in the quickening. I recently did a video on it. I've done many videos on it. Is your perception of time off? Are the days going by faster and faster and faster? And this is also like how we have to break free of this. If you're on this channel, I share how it's important to reverse age, because you're getting this right now and you're witnessing, all my buddies are going through this, and it's like the days are just going by faster and faster. And when nothing in the outer world has changed and the days they just went by so fast, it really throws your frequency off. So we're going to have a deep chat today. We're live on the podcast. If you hear me on YouTube Music, if you're on the live stream, I'm very grateful if you could click the like button in the now moment so that many people will get this notification today. Because you have to have a knowing, you have to have an inner knowing that what God has for you will always work out for you all the time. And sometimes we put extra pressure on it. You really want to understand that you are co-creating with God. And one of the things that I have done over the course of my journey, these are always things that, naturally came over to me. And then I started, I go out and I see, other people are using a similar mindset. And I was very non-negotiable on things. I put it to God. I said, if you want me to do this, all right, you should watch my documentary on wrestling with God. It really is, it is on point. It is the only way. That's how God gets you real close. And I said, if you really want me to do this, okay, I am going to be non-negotiable on this. And if the answer is no, then I'm good. I'm just going to sit out on the beach and do nothing and just relax. right? So becoming non-negotiable, when you do this, and you really have to listen to the message today, you become non-negotiable. You sit out and you've co-created with God, and you don't move off of it. And this is the refinement that God gives you. If it's truthfully for you, it will work out for you all the time. Even if it looks like there's no movement, even though it looks like it's dead in the tomb. Miracles. Recently shared about, how we manifest miracles. And I want to refer to years ago, I saw this part in the movie with my dad years ago. He gets so pumped up from this depiction of Jesus Christ. And he summoned Lazarus out of the tomb. Lazarus, come forth. And for days, Lazarus was dead. And there's no evidence. There's no evidence he's going to come back to life. There's no evidence at all. And he said, Lazarus, come forth. Lazarus came back alive. Your dreams, what is for you? What is your destiny? Even though it looks like it's dead, it will come back. This is a year. This is the 1 year. It's a very powerful year. It's a very powerful year. And sometimes in life, our dreams, our destiny, our love, it looks like it's dead. It looks like it's gone. There's no movement in the world. There's nothing. You don't see anything out there. But this is why I have shared time and time again that you need to have a personal relationship with God. I don't know the answer. You do. And this might motivate you today to embrace your personal relationship with God. Okay? I like to nail it 100% fit Brit. I appreciate everyone coming in this very powerful talk today. It's really important that the world hears this today. And I was down on myself, 2.5 years ago. I said, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. Why are you putting me through this? And I went through a very, very rough, basically 4 months of my life. Okay, different than what I'm going through right now. Now it's like the never ending. It just, there's nothing, right? So it's a different thing, but I'm going to refer to the past. All right. And I went through this. And at that time, there was a quote unquote finish line that was part of the ordeal. And I said, why do I have to go through this for? And then in life, I hope everyone listens to this. I tell all my friends, I even, talk to people that have, you can have a big business, right? So on and so forth. Sometimes you need to look dead and buried so that you could see the truth about everyone. Oh, I saw deep truths. Yeah. In life, ladies and gentlemen, there are people that are attached to you, maybe your community, maybe your whatever it is. And they're only there to actually keep you at a level, or maybe they love to see you struggle. How many people are in this live stream today? You're watching on the replay, okay? You could confirm it. You could confirm it by clicking the like button. There are people that show up in your life. They're not there to support you. They are there only to see you struggle at a certain level. But then when you rise up, a good friend of mine, maybe he had friends in the past, right? They liked you when you were stocking the shelves, but now when you're the lieutenant, this person's moving up in the world. I don't like this person anymore. I don't like that. I like him when he's stocking the shelves. How many people, look, Becky Drew agrees, how many people you went through this? So what God is doing at this time, what God has in store for you, even though, where is it? Where is it? Everyone's got to see the person struggling. Everyone's got to see, where is it? It's so that there could be a great sorting that it's happening during this time period. What God has for you will work out for you. And again, it's getting very intense now because we are living in a time where we're living through the quickening. I can't believe I really went in a cycle, and I do feel, because I've been on this journey for a while, that God puts us in 2-year cycles. I laid it out for you in a full video, 2023, 24, 25, 26. And I could even go back to 21. And I could look at 21, right? Was it a hard year with the unknown, with situations? 23 again, 25 again. And then 22 was kind of gentle. 24 was gentle. And now 26. So we have to learn the rhythms of God. We have to learn the seasons. God puts us in seasons, all right? So this season, when you go from one season to the next, it's difficult. It's difficult from the human lens. You know, we think we're going from A to B. God is quantum. We live in a quantum reality. And as we go through this year, you're going to see that linear time is going to constantly, it's going to disintegrate. Really, really watch my full video on the quickening if you didn't listen to that chat, okay? So this is why a lot of people, you do get sick and tired, but when you are reverse aging, when you have expanded your lifespan, and I did that video explaining to everyone, when God restores your lost years, God restores your lost years with this beautiful word, it's called alignment. God restores all of your lost years with alignment. So, and all my brothers right now, we're feeling, so a lot of men are feeling this. There are specific things that if you are divine masculine, if you're divine feminine, these things are not deniable. This is how you function. This is how you function. And that's why people are struggling at this time. You know, you could go on social media and I will give you the correct answer today. I will give you the correct answer today because I lived through it. I know the answer. God revealed the truth to me. And I thought certain things maybe 7 years ago, but I know the answer now. Make sure you stay focused for that answer in this lesson today. If you are a man, if you're divine masculine, you need inspiration to get the cogs to move. In the world right now, a lot of men don't have inspiration. They're lacking love from a divine feminine. They're lacking inspiration. If you're the divine feminine, women need safety in life. But they're lacking that, right? They have the weak man, the beta male. Never forget the quote, weak men create tough times. Are we in tough times right now? You could let me know. Let me know, okay? So what God is doing for all of us, we're learning to become the leaders that we were destined. God has leadership positions to hand out. Are you ready to receive your leadership position? Well, with that leadership position, there are things that are required. Otherwise, you can't do the work. And that's why when you know this, if you know that this is that God must deliver. If God has something for you, it will always work out for you. Otherwise, nothing can move forward. Humanity goes extinct. I did a very beautiful message on it. Some people, loved it with the two swans. Did you watch that video? Watch it on repeat and get it in the brain. Because humanity will go extinct. 100% of the time. The lesson, 100% of the time. So if you know that this work needs to be done, God is going to deliver. God is going to deliver your alignment. I'm going to use the word alignment. So what you might be waiting on, right? But we're not waiting. We have to move forward with our life. It could be, maybe it could be, financial tools to build your whatever you need. It might be your kingdom spouse. Some people call it divine counterpart. All these different terms, but there is something that is going to activate you that gets the cogs to move. And it brings out the best in you. If you're a man, I encourage you to choose the woman. You choose, bro. Watch my video, The Stoic Principles. Be the chooser, bro, not the choice. Not the choice. You be the chooser. It's a 100% answer. But that message is after you've done the inner work. If you've done no inner work, then you don't know how to choose, bro. And you don't back off that. And then once you've been able to identify these things, could be in a workplace, could be a spouse, so on, then you tell God, if you've identified what it feels like, it's this or greater, then maybe God has something greater. If she can't pull it together, if that job, if that corporation can't put it together, then something better must come along. What God has for you will always work out for you. During that time period, I was down. I couldn't believe. I said, these angels showed up out of nowhere to help me, and then they disappeared. True story. True story. Maybe they're still watching. I have no idea. It's amazing things that I've lived through. But all I could do is deliver the message today. You guys could push the message forward by clicking the like button today. But there were things, it looked like, and this is every time, it's every time. It looks like it's dead and buried. You're Lazarus in the tomb. You're Lazarus in the tomb. Your dream is in the tomb. Look at that, 144, right on cue. Okay, you dream. There's no movement. There's no movement. There's nothing. There's no evidence in the 3D world. But that's why the deep light warriors that watch this channel regularly, you saw me out on the beach, that outer world is ended. There is only I am. It is the frequency that is coming from the Sacred Heart. It is not the outer world. The outer world is not real. I get it. You hear this. You say, listen, 7 years ago, how you doing? I'm being real, right? 7 years ago, I'd say this guy's out of his mind. It's not real. It's not real out there. But what's in the Sacred Heart is the real. It's the answer. When it comes to your vocation in life, it doesn't make sense. I have this prestigious job. I know some of these people. I've even had chats in the gym or in the sauna with these people, and they had this very high standing job, and they don't give a you know what about it anymore, and they're going on a different journey. And this shift really kicked into gear post 2020. And then it happened in layers. You had 21, 23, 25. And then this is how we level up. We're constantly leveling up. Eric Jones, you stay tuned. You know the answer already. It's always going to be the answer. It's always going to be the answer. So during the time period, you have to let go and let God handle it. It's difficult, I know. And it's difficult when, there is the Hermetic principle of rhythm. These are the immutable, truths and laws of the universe. So as a man, especially this is why I just tell things how they are, right? So if you are divine masculine or feminine during these energies of the world that we're going through, your experience will be different. You're a motivated man, but there's nothing happening, so then you lose motivation. So then after a while, God must deliver because none of the work is going to be done. You see, I shared, not only do you have faith in God, but God has faith in you, because there's no point in this game of life for God to just magically, build a castle, build the kingdom. You were supposed to do it. I'm supposed to do it, right? So we are the point where we're actually, God is going through us, through our DNA receptors and your desires, soul desires, not worldly desires, okay? Your desire to do something for the world, okay? And if you don't know if it's the voice of God, click subscribe, watch my video to decipher if it's the word of God, to know if it's your soul or if it's your ego. You have to have balance. And that ego, when it's in balance, this was massively what 2025 last year, as I leave this message, was all about. A lot of people, you've been on this journey, you were a people pleaser. Was that you? You can't be a people pleaser anymore. So sometimes we have to get toughened up. Sometimes we have to have the biggest sword right in the heart, the dagger in the heart. And then we're going to wake up, and then we're going to realize our true power and potential. And then as we're going through this grueling time and the days are going faster and faster, the days will be shortened, right? You could be struggling. And then you start to lose faith. And then you start to question, what am I actually here for? Sometimes we have to sit with it. That was a good one. Sometimes we have to sit. It was good, right? Sometimes we have to sit with it. God has showed me many truths. So I know the answer. I know the answer now. But yeah, you have to go through the grueling process to get to you have to get to the truth. Like even myself, I could sit here and tell you things until you actually go through it. Then you know, undeniably you know. There's only guidance. I've been on this journey. I've had people that, when I was younger, gave me some advice. But until I actually went through it. But that's why we're always leaving the breadcrumbs to assist people to go through the process faster and faster. You must go through it. I encourage everyone to live their everyday life. Heck, it's the name of the channel. It's Our Everyday Lives. This is the journey of life. If you're playing a video game, do you want to press the B button? Oh, I won the game. Is that any fun to do? You're actually here to learn about yourself. You're here to learn about life. That's the meaning of life. You know the meaning of life, Uncle Mike? Yeah, I know the meaning of life. Wow, you're pretty deep. What's the meaning of life? So live a life of meaning. E. James, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. Are there any redeeming qualities of the ego? I feel like mine is all bad. I have been desperately trying to get rid of my ego. And I've shared this on the channel before, James. I'm very grateful. You have to have a healthy ego. The spirit drives you. The ego protects you. Sometimes in our life, we're not going to become someone's doormat, okay? We're not going to be a people pleaser, okay? We're going to do no harm, but take no shift, okay? So this is how you become balanced, all right? And again, the ego, over time, you will know if it's a worldly thing or if it's a spiritual thing. You have to have armor, bro. There's a lot of people out there, they effed around and found out, oh, it's one of my top 3 videos of all time. I'm sure there's people on this live stream right now, they said, yeah, heck, I'm not gonna. They're going to tell you, there's people in the world, they don't want to see you go up here, okay? And they're going to tell you, turn the other cheek, turn the other cheek. Like you could turn the other cheek for loved ones that don't get it, but over the course of time, you're going to wake up and you're going to realize that unconditional love is not unconditional acceptance of poor behavior. And they create this frequency fence, and they don't want you to pass through that fence to actually ascend. This is what ascension is actually about. Okay, you click subscribe if you really want the true ascension journey. I've done very many videos entitled True Ascension. True Ascension. So you want to have balance in your life, bro. And that's a healthy ego. Oh, you're constantly checking, you're constantly refining. Do you have inner dialogue? Watch my video, Are You an NPC? And that's a major thing too. Some people don't question. Are you constantly questioning? This is how you know if it's too much ego or not. If you're not questioning, if you just get triggered, right? And you'll see them out there. Like you could sit there and say, oh, maybe I am wrong about that. It's always the modern society and the ego, constantly, I got to be right all the time. Maybe you're not right all the time. Are you open-minded? These are the ways to question if it's the ego. Are you open-minded? It's the only reason why I'm here where I am. You're going to see people, right? And you could see things, and you get the quick fix. But to last the test of time, it's constant refinement, constant. Oh, you know what? I got to do a better job. Especially the men in this world. If you're sitting out here and you say, you know what? I got to do a better job. I could know over the course of the journey that I had, I could say, I needed to do, in this year, I could have done better here. And this is how I'm, now we're here in 2026. Watch my YouTube short. It's 1 versus 1. It's the only person you're in competition with. Nobody else. No one else. I'm on my business. There's only one person you're always in. People know the answer. That's how you check your ego. There's only one person you're in competition with. Anyone that watched this channel, if you're new, you click subscribe. Mr. D's waiting for the answer from someone in the chat. The teacher and me will never go away. Okay? There it goes, Britt. Thank you. The previous version of yourself, period, the end. There is no other person in this world. I don't care about anyone. They could have all the money. They could have all the fame. All I have to do is focus on the previous version of myself. If you take this motto, okay, you're gonna thrive this year. You're gonna thrive in the future. Because these are the things that last the test of time. You're only focused on the previous version of yourself. There's too many people on social media in the modern society. You're concerned with everyone else. There's people concerned about me. I'm like, bro, aren't you concerned about you? Sometimes we have to get up out of our mother's basement and be a productive man in society. All right. If you love that, you smash the like button for me today. All right. And this is how we, reorganize. This is how we're succeeding. If you're on this channel, you're here to succeed in 2026. All right. Now, I'm here to tell you, you got to listen very carefully. Okay. Yes, definitely. Don't be Tom eating nachos and cheese on the couch. Okay. Don't do that. Listen very carefully to this because this is going to help you. Things aren't working out. Okay. Big void. Big void, not working. Why isn't this working out for me? There are no punishments in life after you have set boundaries with God. There are no punishments in life once you have set boundaries with God. Okay, so you go back 2 years ago, you watched that video, setting boundaries with the universe. Once I have, so this is how I take ownership in life. Once I said, I will not tolerate this. I rather be alone than deal with someone like this. Then what God is doing, listen carefully, He is blocking everyone that does not fit. You already programmed. You set the command. That's why I'm the most high commander in this reality. Okay, so I have set the boundaries with God. I will never tolerate this in my life anymore. So God has set the boundaries, and God is refining people for you, for your work, your spouse for you, whatever it is, because you've already set the boundaries. So everyone, there is like a force field that's around you. These things aren't punishments. It's you have set the boundary. Those that are on this journey, you get it. And again, this is how you had to have switched modes. Watch my video, Are You an NPC? Once you have moved from NPC mode to creator mode, You take ownership of your life, and then you could say to yourself, okay, I already set these boundaries, and now I understand. And again, you have to also realize that God sees what you can't see. You might go down that path. I want to get that job. Maybe that corporation's going bankrupt. Maybe that corporation's going down the tubes. Maybe the corporation isn't serving the people the proper way, and it is going to pull you out of your soul alignment. So you didn't get that job. Do you get it? It's not for your soul. You didn't get that job. All right? So, in our life, you could say, you don't know everything. You don't know everything about that person. Maybe that guy ain't for you, girl. Maybe he ain't for you. Maybe she ain't for you, bro. You don't know. You know that people put on a big oh, I'm so perfect. I'm all this. But God sees what you can't see. And once you get through this, you realize that, number one. Number two, and I'm being honest with you, it makes you if you're an empath like me, you say, wow, I can't believe this is the world. I can't believe this is the world. Some people put on a big front, Papa Smurf writes. Big fronts they put on out there, right? So on our journey, we have to realize that God sees things we can't see. Maybe God sees if you get into that, you get trapped by that parasite modern woman, bro. Maybe she's going to steal half your pension and take you home, and then you're going to be out and you're renting some nothing, and all your resources were taken from you. Maybe divine feminine. Maybe that's really a weak beta male that ain't going to do nothing. And then you're the one, you're out of balance. So now you have to run, and then your nervous system is shot because you don't have any protection from that man. I encourage everyone to smash the like button today so the whole world hears this, because there are things that God has in store for you. And these other things, they're not for you. And once you have put your frequency into alignment, you're going to see all the crap, all these, and it's going to make you feel sad. I go through these things as well. I sit and I question. I say, it's unbelievable, but I'm here to tell you. Yeah, sometimes rejection is the protection. Rejection is protection from some of the parasites in this world. Did you know this? Ooh. Richie writes 100%. I love you, brother. How many times you go on your journey, see, like if God has something for you, that's for you, okay? Even if, like some people have their thoughts for money. If God is giving you, right, there's a big wealth transfer, say that's coming out, right? Big wealth transfer coming out, all right? And God wants to give you something. Well, you're supposed to do something. That's not for the parasite to steal God's gift from you. Do you realize this is going on? What is for you will always work out for you. And if you start to creep down something, like, you say, oh, all right, maybe things aren't working out for you. You have to think differently. I see things from a higher vantage point. Without ego, going back to the previous part of, like there could be a person for you, and she makes you want to be a better man, even though it might not look so rosy, like all this other stuff. But you could see, even though, and there could be no evidence of it, but for some reason, it motivates you to keep growing, to keep getting better. That's for you. And then there could be, ooh, look at me, I'm so pretty. Look, and your life is gonna fall apart. All right. So what you need to do is go back to the word from the beginning of the lesson today. Go back to the beginning. Alignment. Focus on this word. Alignment. 2026. Alignment. Everyone's writing it. Alignment. Thousands of people. Alignment. I'm telling you. Alignment. Alignment. 100%. Alignment. Not just to have. We don't have things just to have them. I learned that from my mother. She was very big on not having clutter. You don't have clutter. I'm a minimalist, right? I don't need all this stuff. So, alignment. You will feel this as well. You know, there's people in the world, and again, we have to have things. We can't have like nothing. But like in things in life, and if you're on this journey, you're gonna see it's harder to hold on to all these things if you just have your alignment. If you just have your alignment, it's so much easier. Then you could focus with laser pinpoint accuracy. And you know what your specific needs are according to who you are. If you are divine masculine, you need inspiration in your life. And if there is no inspiration for the man, this game ends. If you are the divine feminine, you need safety in this life. And if you don't feel safe and protected, so this is how the loop is happening. And that is the divine masculine feminine union. That's what it actually looks like. Decluttering is very important, Alma. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, declutter is it's a good, if you haven't decluttered last year. I always have I actually have to declutter right now. But again, too, and you'll see this. And the more stuff, you don't need more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. And heck, in your life, I'm sure there's people that you don't need more. Like, I don't need to be the center of attention. What you need is alignment. You need your friends. You'll see this. You'll see men also like me, very quiet in public. Don't have to be the center of attention. Minimal amount of people. And again, that's also because you are not going to fit in the world. You don't fit into this world that's collapsing right now. All the ways of the failing world. "100% of the time." And I hope that the whole world hears this today. I would always choose. I would always choose unconditional love over anything. Fame, over the top money. We always need to have money in abundance, but unconditional love, I would choose it 100%. It's the only real thing. There's nothing. What else? You know? And so many people go back to, that's why I think we get these comments from the community. Go back to the question on ego earlier. And so many, especially the modern woman out there, how you doing, right? You're concerned with your Instagram filters. You're getting all the likes from the beta males, right? So all this it's not real. If this internet goes down, and I could see it too, right? It doesn't matter. So we would all be in the same thing. All that mattered would be the person that you have next to you. And I hope the whole world, hit the like button today. Hit the like button today. This is what needs to be said. Because this internet goes down, and there's no more looshing. All the loosh, the people out there know about the loosh. All the looshing, all this other stuff. All you got is that unconditional love. This is the truth. And I could know this with nothing. With nothing. I've seen it already. And what I thought, going back 7 years ago, now God has shown me the truth. It is always that unconditional love. I mean, I can reflect to this. Like, I have a great rapport with my parents. Some people can't talk to their parents. Lowell, so years ago, would you like a story from Uncle Mike? Uncle Mike. I've had, so all of the experiences that I've had in life was to do this work. So I'm so grateful for everyone that supports this channel in any format that you do. So years ago, being a public school science teacher, I'm into public schools years ago, and this is a true story, ladies and gentlemen. This is very true. I swear it's not a joke. And I'm sure there's maybe some former teachers that were teaching years ago when this happened. So years ago, I believe it was Facebook and Instagram went down, and people were calling 911 when can't go on Facebook and Instagram years ago. And then we see like the kids were freaking out. Okay, Debbie 1111 writes, I remember that. So just so we understand, we live in a world where people called 911, hello, because they could not get on social media. People called 911. And we had to teach the students. We would say, you know what? Realize that the friends, those aren't friends. These are your friends here. We had a whole thing. We had to teach the kids. Okay, all right. So anyone that's hearing this message today, again, I am just a common man that's doing this. I'm very grateful for the community, sharing, and it helps with the algorithms and stuff. This is okay. If you call 911 when social media goes down, you are not solar flash ready. It's it. I mean, that's the answer. That's the answer. And I see this. I see this. I mean, I could see it myself. This is where we wrestle with God. We know the things. You say, to have unconditional love from a companion is more important than all the fame, all the things, right? And listen, I just call it how it is, right? And you have to see how this loop is happening in the world, in society. And this is created on social media. If you're a guy and you're always on Instagram, if you're paying for OF and all that other stuff, that you got a problem. And you're the problem of society. You are the problem, beta male. And if you're the woman, you go on there, you get the loosh, or maybe you sell yourself on OF and all that other stuff, you're the problem. I encourage everyone to share my channel today. Let's get 1 million subscribers here. I appreciate that. It's just so in this world, in this fake world, okay, the only thing that matters is unconditional love. It's unconditional. That's it. And I see this out there. I could see people, the dating pool is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Because once you see this, you can't unsee it. But what if people line up for the quick, the easy, it's easy to go on social media and get your attention. But it's hard. It's hard to go over to the divine masculine. It's hard to protect your divine it's hard to do these things. It's not easy. And you have to reach this place and know that whether it's a companion, whether it's your work, truthful work. I have all the faith in the world, okay? I've had a rough go at it doing this stuff. When you're trying to share truth and share positive things in a world full of all this fake stuff, I've come up against a lot of obstacles. I have total faith that this is working out for me, 100%. If you agree with that, you share, you click subscribe, whatever you got to do. I have total faith in that. This world that you're experiencing ain't going to be here no longer. and I am going on this journey, I could go back to areas and see things, and I'm boots on the ground, and I'm talking to other people that it's like this is gone, and those people are gone. It's not going to be here. It can't last. You know, I share about the Schumann resonance on this channel. There might be new people today. It's the frequency of the world. The frequency is rising up. All the fake stuff in the world, it can't be here. No, it can't be here much longer, right? What God has for you must show up for you all the time. So I know that it's a time period where, the days are going faster and faster, and we're all getting more frustrated and, talking to other people that are going through it. I get it. But hopefully throughout this lesson, you got all the information that you needed. And this was the 1 year. So that aspect of love, everyone's in a different area of their life. You might have the job or the vocation, or maybe you need to, that's going to come this year for you. Or maybe you're alone, seeking someone that you could actually know that she or he is going to love you with unconditional love, and you're seeking that. Or maybe it's your living conditions. Maybe you got to get at maybe your surroundings. It's not doing too well anymore. You're out of resonance. There are people, I am like this, okay? Some people see me, oh, look at this guy, right? He's so strong. All the loud noises and stuff, it gives me anxiety. I can't hear all the loud noises anymore, okay? I know other big guys too. I say, I can't hear it. I just sit out. Can't deal with it anymore. Once you go through this shift, I don't go to the clubs, bro. If she don't show up on the beach or in nature or working on herself in the gym, or maybe bump into her in the supermarket, I never go to the clubs, bro. Never drink I don't do it, okay? If you resonate, leave a comment. I don't go to these places. What's the point? Like in the past, you say, oh, I got to go. This is okay. So then you're going to attract a person on that low frequency. You don't need low frequency. You need someone that's going to inspire you. Right? What's up, Teal? Right? It's the answer. I don't do these things no more. Years ago, because that's what everyone does. You got to go and do these things and so on and so forth. I'm out in nature. I'm constantly working on myself. So therefore, if you are doing that, you also need someone in alignment. Go back to the key word. If I'm growing, right, I need communities that are growing with me. I can't stop. I can't stop for the narcissists. I want to stay at this level. I'm constantly it's the main, okay? My sister made that shirt, okay? Keep going. I'm constantly keep going. All the time. And sometimes we have to leave people in the dust because God has something waiting for you. And if you live this lifestyle, eventually you reach that destination. So I appreciate each and every one of you. This was a very powerful talk today. Grateful for the community support. Clicking the like button. Click subscribe if you're new. It really helps the channel and the message get out. Go to the channel page. We have playlists waiting for you. You could check out the shorts. We have a tremendous Facebook community. It grows every single day. Hit me up on Facebook. I post all day on Facebook as well. And Patreon, grateful for the support over there. Instagram, TikTok. I gotta start bringing those back. And listen to the ebbs and flows of life. And when you have the simple knowing, flow versus force, go like this, go like this. Say, hey, here you go. Here you go, and give it to God, and that's it. There's a man right there. I'll see you in the gym, bro. I'll be there very soon, all right? So, and this is a real community. We have real people. We have real people, boots on the ground, in the chat right now. I love you, brother. And listen, I've shared this before. Real men inspire each other. Okay, I know you get nervous when you don't see me in the gym. I get nervous when I don't see you. But hey, listen, bro, this is how it is. And, this is how we are leaving a legacy for others. Don't get nervous when you don't see me. So he goes, there are three things in life: that the sun will rise, the tides will go in and out, and you will be in the gym. So that's our life. And I hope I inspire you to be healthy, wealthy, and wise this year and every year moving forward. I love you all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you very much. I love everyone. All right, let's stay positive today. Let's move forward today, right? Check out 1111. The sign came in yesterday. All right, keep going, kid.